This today's lesson we will understand how to build a leaderboard and with using animations. As you can see here, when we reload the app, it comes here and quite smooth. Let's build this today. Let's start with creating a file here. Although animations files I'm adding in the animations folder, and I will provide all the links in GitHub. Okay, let us name the file as leaderboard.tsx. Okay, let's give a sample. We got a sample code. Let us give text, which is leaderboard. Okay, we shall add this component into the app.tsx. Okay, let's give some safe area for this so that we shall wrap this content into safe area. Actually, we have to give styling for this. Okay, now let's start building this. For generating the leaderboard, first we have to have some random users. Let's give this users is an array of objects. We shall give an array of objects. So array of objects, one object key is name can be anything. Let's give some Adam and a score which is of 25. Then John, he has scored around 30. Okay, name around Vicky, he has scored 35, and last name is Vinod, and he has scored 30. Okay, these are the scores. Let's make this in single line. Okay, let it be. This is a static data. This users consist of array of objects. Each object consists of name and scores. So we will be displaying the first animations and then display the icon. Let's start. First we shall render those elements using users dot map user comma index. Okay, let us create another component called place, which carries user and index. For timing, let us use this and create this component. Function place return, it will return a view. Let us take the values here. First we shall define the type of place props. one is user, that is of type of user 0. Then another one is index which is a number. Okay, we shall pass the props here, place props and user and index. Okay, we shall add, let's see whether the data is coming right. User dot name, user dot score. I think there is some mistake here. I have returned score and here actually we should not write that. Okay, now it is clear. Okay, let the whole content be center. For that we will write justify content center, align items center. Okay, and let the leaderboard. Okay, first we shall generate the icon. For generating random icons we have a website called one second, and this is the API. We can generate the random image. Let us copy that and minimize that. Okay, first we don't want this right now. Remove that. I will use image source URI and copy that ID, and we will pass the ID as index here. Let the style, we shall define some constants here. Constants, one is spacing is equal to 8. Another one is avatar size, let it be for timing 35, and we shall pass to it style, width, avatar size, height, avatar size, border radius, avatar size. Or let's give the style, we shall wrap this view to a view. Okay, I have wrapped this. I will copy these styles and apply for this view, and remaining let okay, flex one, let it occupy full space of this, and the border radius, avatar size. Okay, I want this in an horizontal, so that here we have to style flex direction arrow, and we shall give gap, let it be gap of spacing, and I think we shall increase the size of the avatar. Okay, where is that? Here, let it be 45. It's quite bigger. Okay, now as we load here, okay, it's asking each child should have a unique value to remove this warning, we shall give a key called index so that it doesn't raise a warning here. And as you see here, it's just coming and going. We shall give some animations for that. Sorry, animated dot. Okay, we have converted this view into animated, and when entering this element we shall add some fade in fade out. So while entering fade in from left dot springify, actually we shall add some delay by loading here. Fade in dot delay. We will give a stagger value for this. Const stagger is equal to, let us give 100 milliseconds. Stagger into index, and springify dot damping value, and stiffness will be 200. Okay, while exiting, I think we see it's quite smooth here. Okay, I think index some issue here. As you can see, you can add we can play with that. Let us play with that. Now we shall don't want fade in from left, zoom in left. As you can see, it's zooming. Okay, it's quite smooth, and you can increase the stagger if you want the delay to be happen. Quite cool. Okay, now we got the icons then, but we need the leaderboard, the value should be increased, so that okay we will use a callback. Actually, what is, we can use a callback. By using callback, when the animations complete here, then the height of that value should be increased. I think you understand. There is a function called dot callback. Dot one second, I think with callback. Okay, this is a function. This function gives a value called finished. Here you can console log if you want. The callback is called in index. Let us give index. As you can see here, okay, after every animation completed, then only it's calling. Okay, so but we want when it is in the last, so we shall give here on finish is an function. On finish is a function let us type the console log here. Callback is called in index. We shall when it index equal to users dot length -1. If it is there only it should go, otherwise it should have null. Actually, why this error is coming means we have not declared the type here finished, which is void or null. Okay, I think this it can take optional, and here it's rising error because null undefined. And what is the error? Okay, we are not used here. All finished. Type key name string. Okay, to type let us check was raised due to unfinished. Okay, spelling mistake, my bad. When the index, yes, okay, that function should be called here. When okay, if finished and onFinished function is when the onFinished function is available, then the onFinished function should be called. Okay, let us write. Okay, let us rerun here. It is trying to show try to asynchronously called. Okay, this error arises when this onFinished function should be run on a JavaScript thread, but it's running on the UI thread. It should not happen. So if you want to specifically tell the compiler such that it should run on JS thread, so we can use run on JS and we can call that function. Okay, as you can see here, it's called. Okay, let us check on which index it is calling. Okay, if we reload it, yeah, after, since the length of is 4, the index starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. At the third index, when it is animation is completed, then the callback is called. Okay, now we shall use a shared value to calculate the height. Let us say anime value is equal to, we are creating a shared value with a name called anime value. Let us give initially 0, and when it reaches to the last index, we shall update that anime dot value is equal to 1. Okay, let us pass this anime value to place, and we have to is a shared value number, which is of number. Okay, now based on that value we will be performing animations. Okay, when that when that anime values changes, then only we have to increase the height. But here what happens, we are just updating the value, okay, and we are not applying with spring or with timing. So if you want to apply those things, then you have to use derived value. We are deriving from the existing value. Okay, I think let it be anime is equal to use derived value, which will return with with spring or with delay, any kind of thing with the spring. And first you have to pass the anime value, anime value dot value, and it accepts two. One is damping, let us give damping as 80, stiffness can be 200. what happens here what happens here, it means when the anime value dot value is equal to 1, then the springify spring effect will occur. Okay, I think when the anime values changes, then the spring action will be performed, and we can increase this by using this value. We can perform animations of the height. Okay, first we shall create a view here. Okay, with the height of the score, we shall wrap this view to another view here, and we shall give the color background color gray. Okay, border radius is avatar size. Okay, and let us give height of, let us give 200. Let's check. Okay, but I want this to be here. It's a column, justify content, flex end. One second. Okay, let's, okay, it's correct. Okay, let's remove this height, and now we shall convert it into animated dot view and when the by using this derived value, we shall height style use animation style, animated style, return, okay, sorry, return height. When the okay, let us give the, based on the score, we will increase the height, score height. We shall have some constant value here. Score height will be 3 pixels. When user dot score into and score height, we will multiply this by anime dot value, means when the anime value is equal to 0, then height is also equal to 0, and anime value is equal to as and when it progresses to increase the value, height should also be increased. I think you understood that. This line of code you understood. Okay, we will wrap this style to here, not height, sorry, height styles. Okay, actually this should be stagnant here, it's going reverse order. Okay, let's keep we shall flex direction, column reverse. No, 1 second, I think let's apply this justify line items to flexing. Let it start from the base. Okay, and now it's quite increasing. Okay, all perfect. Now we have to add the scores on the top of the dashboard. Okay, let us add the scores here. User dot score, and we will add hairstyle, align items center. Okay, as you can see the score is coming initially, but we want the score should come in between of the height, so we can give this text style using, and we can do this by return, it should be an object, return opacity, we shall interpolate and by anime dot value from 0 to 1 and 2. If it is, actually we will animate when it is 0.5 also. Why I will explain here. When it is 0, it should be 0. When it is 0.5, it should again should be 0. When it is 1, then it should be opacity should be 1. And if you want to apply animations here, we have to convert it to that animated style, text style. Okay, let it load, wait for loading, then it moves. Okay, and I think here the animation still it's not smooth, it's going fast. We will do interpolate here also. It by you can use interpolate here based on the animated dot value. When it is 0 comma 1, the height can be first initially avatar, let it be a height of avatar size, then user dot score user dot score into avatar score height. Okay, user dot score plus let us add the avatar initial avatar size. Okay, let us reload it. As you can see here, tuck, tuck. It's quite nice animations. Okay. And you can observe here properly when it is 0 the text is not displayed here, the score after a 50% increase, then it's increasing here. Okay, that's all by today's lecture. Stay tuned, have a nice day, don't forget to subscribe.